Nation.
SMD Law is the official law firm of the Spartan Nation. Check them out on the interwebs at smdalaw.com or at 866-529-3537. No matter where you are in the state of Michigan, Upper Peninsula, Lower Peninsula, it doesn't matter. They have an office near you. So whether you need to send a letter to an annoying neighbor, or you're a criminal and you need defense, maybe you just have problems with elder law, check them out, smdalaw.com today. The official law firm of the Spartan Nation. Call them first. Then you act.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to Spartan Nation. Tom Izzo not only won a Big Ten title over the weekend against arch rival Michigan, they're number 6 in the country, the number 1 seed in the Big Ten tournament, but man, he turned around and Christmas came early. You say, what do you mean? Didn't Christmas come in a Big Ten title? Oh, no. He picked up one of the best power forwards in America, 6'8", 225-pound Julius Marble out of Dallas, Texas. And he's on the other end of our line. Julius, how are you, buddy?
I'm doing great.
So I've got to ask you, first of all, we're going to get to the commitment and everything else, but I watched you and I visited with you a little bit when you were on campus. What was that atmosphere like for you?
No, it was just a great atmosphere watching the game. It was really wild, just seeing everything, seeing all those people go crazy, see those players play. It was just great.
Julius, I wanted to ask you, a few weeks ago, Magic Johnson was back in the building, and there was a ton of players back the other night. Did the family aspect of Michigan State basketball appeal to you? Because you come from such a great and strong family. Did that appeal to you at all?
Yes, sir, it definitely did. That was one of the big reasons why I committed. You know, it was just a family atmosphere, and those guys, you know, coaching staff and the basketball team just made it feel like a family, and you know, it was a great feel.
So, Julius, I want to ask you a little bit about you. You could have went anywhere you wanted. You're one of the best power forwards in America. What was it about the Spartans that really convinced you? Would you let the fans know what was the recruiting process like? The whole thing, please.
Well, you know, it was Michigan State mainly since, you know, like we mentioned before, the family aspect. But it was just a group of guys just, you know, wanting to get to know me and making me a part of the team. And then coach, you know, talking to me and being very upfront, very honest with me, and just telling me what I can do and what I can bring to the table. And just that honesty and that, you know, that bluntness was just a great addition to me wanting to come there. And like, you know, as far as our recruitment, you know, that was just a big deal for me. And that was like one of my big missions is making sure that I go to a place where I'm really comfortable and that they really want me and that they're open about what I can bring and just have a great relationship with them.
Julius, I want to ask you, because there are a lot of guys, especially with your talent level, who are good kids. They're not bad kids at all. Great kids, very gifted basketball players with you that aren't as dedicated to the classroom, and you are not like that. I think you are just as proud of being a student as you are a basketball player. Am I wrong?
Oh, yes, sir. Definitely am. You know, I take the classroom very serious. You know, you see that with my course load. I have a couple of AP classes. You know, I'm in an AP calculus class, you know, and trying to do as best as I can in that. And on the basketball court, it's just, you know, it's full package with me.
Julius, I think one of the things that was very special about you is you come from an amazing family. And I can't talk to you about just basketball because, quite frankly, you're a kid who's a lot more than basketball. Can you tell everyone about your amazing parents?
Oh, they're great. You know, I love them to death. They're always supporting me, always taking care of me and watching over me, making sure I'm making the right decisions and, you know, and giving me the world, you know, trying to help me out as much as they can. You know, with this trip, that was like a big thing for them to help me out with this trip and make sure I had this one last hurrah with my friends. It was just a big thing. And, you know, going on this visit with me, it wasn't just special just for me. It was for them. This is like a big deal for them because, you know, they're sending their son off to a different place. And it was just great that I got to share this experience with them.
Julius, a young man who's as talented as you know this. You're no dummy. Your grade point average, if you averaged all of my grade point averages from my freshman, sophomore, junior, and senior year, is not as high as yours. But you're very smart. You know this because you're such a great player. There are a lot of players whose parents try to live vicariously through them. That was not your parents. They never once became Julius Marble Jr. fans. They stayed your parents. They let you pick where you wanted to go. They didn't try to manipulate you, but they were going to make sure wherever you went was serious about school, serious about your character, your integrity. So I'm curious, are you old enough to appreciate how blessed you are to have the family that you do?
Oh no, of course. I let them know, all the time how thankful I am. Maybe not enough, but I make sure that they know that I'm grateful for what they do for me. And, through my actions, I try and, demonstrate that by being a good student and being a man for others and serving the community and doing all these things that I can and show them that I'm not taking their lessons for granted, that I'm using them and I'm applying them in the world.
Julius Marble can do a lot of things on the basketball court. But one of the best things I learned about this kid was talking to people at his high school, Jesuit, is they said this. I want to read you this quote. You tell me what you think, Julius. That Julius Marble is a superstar basketball player that doesn't act like it. If you didn't read his press clippings, you wouldn't know. He's just a great kid. That's how he's known around here. Can you get a better compliment than that?
No, sir, you can't.
Okay. Now I do have to tease you though. I was told by someone at your school, but he's not as good of a singer as he thinks he is. What's that all about?
Oh, okay. They're like, they're always hating on me. I like to sing every now and then. I'm not too good at it, but I know my place. I'm not trying to, sing in front of thousands of people. I'm just enjoying the time I have when the song comes on.
All right, but now give me my credit. I did my homework, didn't I?
Oh, yes, sir, you did.
All right, now I always tease the players from Texas, including Matt McQuaid, about this. My favorite restaurant in America is in Dallas. It's Papacitos, the absolute best Mexican food in the world. Please tell me that you love Papacitos.
I haven't been there.
What?
No.
You haven't been to Papacitos, Julius?
No, sir. No, if you want a good Mexican place down here, it's Glorious. That's the spot.
Okay, next time I'm in Dallas, I will try it. But do they have a good cheese queso dip?
Oh, of course.
Okay. Julius, just a couple more things about basketball I want to ask you. Give us your thoughts. I'm not asking you to trash any other schools. I don't believe in that. But I always love to talk to recruits about the recruiting process. How was Michigan State different? What did those coaches do to stand out to you?
Oh, they just wanted to build a relationship more than I think the other schools did. Well, I can't say that. Oklahoma State tried to, they're a great group of guys, great coaching staff. They always talk to me and check up on me. And, I respect them for that. And Michigan State did it as well. It's just, I just went on a visit and it's just like one of those, like, I knew in my heart that this was just a place for me. No disrespect to the other guys. This is just where I need to be. This was the best move for me personally.
Julius, I wanted to ask you, what do they tell you about their game? Did they give you any former players they think your game is like, or did they talk about positioning, where you're going to play, the 3, the 4? What did they say to you? Can you tell us that, please?
Oh, yeah. I was talking to Coach, and he said, I can take the 4 spot where Kenny was playing, and I can do what he does, where he shoots threes and guards multiple positions and this and that. But he told me I remind him a little bit of Draymond, and that I can push the break a little bit. Even though I'm not as great as a passer he is, I can still push the break a little bit and find open guys. And then I remind him a little bit of Adrian Payne too, where I crash hard on the rebound. I could go in and hit the trail threes and this and that, and just play great basketball defensively as well.
Julius, Tom Izzo is often fond of saying there's a lot of things in basketball that have to do with skill, but rebounding is about heart. You are a very good rebounder. Is that just because you love the game and that's why you play with that kind of heart?
Oh, definitely. I do whatever I can for my team to win. And, my coach told me at the beginning of the year, hey, we need to be able to rebound the ball. Because, at the beginning, we were struggling a little bit with rebounding. And, I did have some decent rebounding games, but not in where I was capable of. And then, I went on the run, rebounding-wise, where I think, for 5 to 6 games, I averaged, 15 rebounds a game. And that was just, a big deal. And, I love rebounding, and he told me, that gave me another incentive to lead the break too, because if I get a rebound, I can go in and make plays, and I love making plays for the team. So that big rebound is a big deal for me.
Julius, what do you have to get better at in your game before you get on campus?
Definitely, just getting used to the physicality, getting used to the next level and the speed and everything like that. So I'm definitely gonna have a strength program. Talk to my performance trainer and get me on the list where I can get my body as as in tune as possible before I get to East Lansing.
How do you think of yourself as a three-point shooter? Are you happy with it? Is it something you want to get better at? What do you think of your three-point shooting?
Well, you can always get better, and I feel like I did pretty good this year from where I came from. Where I came with my 3-pointers last year. So I definitely can get better and translate that over to next year.
I totally agree. I'm surprised. To me, you came as far in 1 year as your three-point shooting as Kenny Goins did, and if you continue, I think you could be a lights-out player. Listen, Julius, the thing I wanted to tell you, it's great to talk to you. Thank you for joining us. I know you're heading out on vacation tomorrow to Cancun. I hope you have a great time. But I want to just tell you, Michigan State has had a lot of great basketball players. But one of the things Tom Izzo always talks about is wanting to recruit great kids. You are another one in a long line of high character, great kids. It speaks a lot about your parents. Welcome to the Spartan Nation, and thanks for your time, Julius.
Thank you. Thanks for having me on here.
All right, God bless you. We'll be right back.